Namo Phat. Good morning. Thank you for joining me for our daily practice check-in. Listen, listen, listen. This beautiful sound calls us back to our true home. The fifth mindfulness training. Aware of the suffering caused by unmindful consumption, I vow to cultivate good health, both physical and mental, for myself, my family, and my society by practicing mindful eating, drinking, and consuming. I will ingest only items that preserve peace, well-being, and joy in my body, in my consciousness, and in the collective body and consciousness of my family and society. I am determined not to use alcohol or any other items that contain toxins, such as certain TV programs, magazines, books, films, and conversations. I am aware that to damage my body or my consciousness with these poisons is to betray my ancestors, my parents, my society, and future generations. I will work to transform violence, fear, anger, and confusion in myself and in society by practicing a diet for myself and for society. I understand that a proper diet is crucial for self-transformation and the transformation of society. Our Dharma lesson this morning is appropriate attention. And this is from Working with the Five Hindrances by Ajahn Thiradhammo. One skillful mental quality which the Buddha specifically mentioned as fundamentally important in working with the hindrances is appropriate attention, yoniso manasikara. While it is not mentioned in the standard categories of teachings, since it's somewhat of a technical term, the Buddha emphasized it as a very significant factor in the mental training of meditation. Thus, appropriate attention is the key factor in resolving each of the hindrances, and its opposite, inappropriate attention, is instrumental in their arising and increasing. Bhikkhu Anayalo has made a thorough study of the term yoniso manasikara as it is used in the Pali Canon. He has distinguished three aspects of the qualifying term yoniso: thorough, appropriate, and wise. Thus it has a range of nuances in different contexts. I have chosen to use appropriate, although the other nuances may also apply. Attention, manasikara, is a mental function which is present in any act of consciousness. What we attend to and how we attend have a strong effect upon the mind. Unfortunately, the attention of unawakened beings, still under the distorting influence of greed, aversion, and delusion, is biased in an inappropriate way, which then invariably perpetuates the distortions. Most of us already know the effects of inappropriate application of attention. For example, when we are caught in fantasizing about sensual attractions. Observe how this further nourishes sensual desire. Thus, both too frequent attention and too narrow attention, not seeing the object from other angles, can be unskillful. If we can shift our attention wisely by seeing the fantasy as fundamentally just a perception, we can notice what mental state this can engender. That is, wisely attending to an object in terms of understanding its nature can have a transforming effect. The commentaries explain inappropriate attention as similar to the distortions, vipallasa, that is, seeing the impermanent, anicca, as permanent, unsatisfactoriness, dukkha, as pleasant, non-self, anatta, as self, and the unattractive, asubha, as attractive. This, of course, is the usual way in which unawakened beings view reality. The Pali Canon, however, explains inappropriate attention in a more practical way, specific to each of the hindrances. For example, sensual desire is nourished through giving attention to the attractive aspect of an object, literally, the image of the attractive. Thus, developing appropriate attention requires some retraining of the fundamental way in which we relate to reality. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you for joining me this morning.